Hey guys, Joe Walker here. We're out here skating in the sunshine. That's right guys, the sun has returned. So happy right now. What I wanted to share with you in this video, guys, is what I do before every single skate session. Not every single skate session, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not every one, you know, I would like it to be, it should probably be longer. But what I do is a little stretch routine, and then I just cycle through all my basic tricks, just to make sure that I can first still do those tricks, and then I get into, you know, the stuff I want to learn, the more advanced stuff, let's say. So I'm going to show you my short stretch routine, and the reason I started doing this is actually because I injured both of my hips at the same time. Minor injury, very minor, no hospitalization, nothing like that, but it did prevent me from skateboarding, and it was painful. So now I really focus on the hip area, and I would definitely suggest, whether you have an injury or not, whether you've been injured and now you're better, whether you're just better, no matter how old you are, do this stretch routine. It will help you. It will prevent injury. Skating is a sport. Every other sport you would warm up, guys. So this is my stretch routine first, then some tricks, and then we'll just get into some more advanced things, I believe. So I tend to hold each stretch for about 10 seconds, and I watched a video on Chad Caruso's channel where he had this guy who basically teaches people how to stretch before they're skateboarding, and he said the reason for doing that, only holding it for a minor amount of time, is because you don't want to soften the muscles up, which is basically what stretching does. It elongates the muscles, which makes them more supple. It relaxes them. Skateboarding is an intense impact sport. You want strong, firm muscles, so hold them for a shorter time. That will, yes, stretch them, and you want the benefits of that, but it won't make them softer. It will keep them hard, which is how you want them to be, because you want your muscles to be able to take the impact that you're going to be you know, putting your body through as you skateboard. This will help prevent injury. So I do this pretty much every time before I skateboard. It's really helped me. It actually helps me have a better session, guaranteed every time. So I definitely recommend it. Let's get into the tricks. Those backside 180s definitely need work, but they're getting better. I'm getting more comfortable with how my body has to be. I have to be stood straighter. That'll help me stay over the board. Got my foot positioning down. You just keep it the exact same as you would for an ollie. So I'm just going to keep practicing those. Next trick, shove it. Pop shove it's have kind of crept away from me lately. I'm just going to do 2 more of those, just make sure I've still got them. I slipped out really badly. I landed primo and then just whoosh off I went, you know, backwards. So one of the dangers with a pop shove it, keep that front foot flat so the board doesn't spin. Let's try a couple more. Confidently say the kickflip is my most comfortable trick, more comfortable even than a shove it. Maybe on par with a frontside 180. That one, just every time, love it. Very easy to do, but I think a lot of people find that. But the kickflip, is something about it, it's just my go-to out of the beginner tricks, you know. Let's try the heel flip next. Heel flips have definitely improved for me lately. Got my foot positioning right, got that front foot up near the bolts like it is with a kickflip. There was nothing wrong with my kick. What I was doing was my body was too rigid. I wasn't jumping high enough, and because I wasn't jumping high enough and I was too basically stiff in my core, I wasn't popping correctly. So pop, kick out the front with your heel, and jump up. Bring your knees up to your chest, and that kind of like you're gonna sit down in the air. That's what I've kind of got it going on with in the brain of mine, in my head. Yeah, if you kind of like jump up like you're gonna sit on a big chair in the air and then you'll land it. That's kind of that's been working for me with the heel flips. New trick this video is to manual that box. Something I've never done before. Let's give it a try. so slightly scraped my tail. I'm going to give it another shot. That's it, guys. First time I've ever managed a box. I'm doing that again. That felt so good. Actually explain how good that feels, and I want to say thank you to whoever it was in the comments who suggested to do a manual on the box before the 5.0s. I'll leave the iCard to the 5.0 video. You can see how much obviously it's a new trick to me, so I struggled with it, but I get it now. You know, doing that, you get the feeling of how it will be to be in a 5.0 where you've got the resistance of the grind, but that just feels so good. Yes, that's my first ever line. Ollie on, kickflip off. Woo! Simple as it was. Ollie onto the box, kickflip off. That's my first ever line. Really happy with that. It was just last week that I kickflipped off the box for the first time. Just a couple of weeks back that I ollied on it for the first time. Combining the two, definitely seeing progress. Today, quite happy because in terms of new tricks, I've manualed that box for the first time and I've just done that, the ollie on, kickflip off. Very happy, very, very happy. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, how I warm up when I'm skateboarding with the stretches. I do encourage you to do that. You know, just 5-10 minutes, 15 max. You don't have to go nuts. Just stretch your body, especially your hips and knees, touch your toes, your legs. Obviously there's a lot in that. Also do some work on your shoulders if you want to. And don't forget to practice the tricks that you've learned. Turn them into tricks that you can do, not tricks that you've done once. Something I heard ages ago and it just stuck with me, I love it. But that there, new trick for me today, very happy with that. Manual on a box. Manuals aren't obviously a new trick to me, but doing it on something successfully, that is. So extremely happy with that. What are you guys currently working on in terms of tricks? What do you do to warm up? I'd be really keen to know that actually. Is there something that you'd suggest that I could do in the meantime to support me with my skateboarding? If you leave that in the comments below. There's a lot to leave in the comments below. I do apologise. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.